Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Push, Pull, and Press. I am your lovely instructor, Olivia Winfield, and today we are going to be focusing on, as the name suggests, upper body movements with some core. So to begin with, we're going to start with some arm circles. So I want you to start in smaller movements, just tiny little circles, just really getting into those shoulders and that rotator cuff and just really waking it up. And then we're gonna go in the opposite direction. And yes, in case you couldn't tell by the music, this is a special Halloween exercise, which basically all that means is that we're gonna play generic spooky Halloween music in the back and you still just gonna sweat and do this workout. It's gonna be great. All right, and reverse. And as you notice, I'm doing bigger movements now. So before we were doing smaller movements, now we're doing big movements. Big circle, big circle. And reverse. Just really warming and waking those arms up. All right, and now we are gonna reach across with a little toe tap for some added extension. So this is just working on that rotation and touching on your scapula a little bit. All right. And now we're gonna come up and reach. Oh, that actually feels really good. Stretching out those sides. Just reaching to the side. Ooh. All right, and then we're gonna come and do some shrugs. Now, the way I do my shrugs, they do look a little bit more like a body roll, admittedly, a little bit more roll in the shoulder as opposed to a shrug. So they're more like shoulder rolls, really. And then we're gonna reverse the direction. Whew. Just waking all those muscles up. All right, and then last but not least, we're gonna give ourselves a hug over and over again. You're gonna give yourself a pat on the back. Alternating arms as you reach for your shoulder blades or your shoulder. We're just slapping them nerves awake. All right. Now we are gonna come to our first exercise. So as you notice, this is not a barbell, or sorry, this is not a dumbbell, this is a barbell. If you have access to a barbell, please go ahead and grab it for our first exercise. It could either be plate loaded or a fixed barbell, whichever one you have access to. Or if you don't have access to a barbell, you can still do these exercises with a dumbbell. I'm just gonna be working them a little bit differently. So this first exercise is going to be a barbell overhead press. So bring your feet just a little bit further apart, about shoulder width. Bring it up to chest, and then you're gonna push up and bring it down on your shoulders. So it should look and feel like this. And now for the press, you're just gonna push up, directly overhead, and back down. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The key thing with this exercise, 6. Halfway there is keep your core tight. 7, 8, so that way 9, 10, 11, and 12. There we go, and up and over. There we go. And I suppose I was doing behind the neck, but you can also do your overhead press in the front as well, and I will show that variation on the next set. For our core workout, come down into the push-up position. We are going to do shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Sorry, I was going with the beat. Take a sip of water. We'll rest for a little bit, then we're going right back at it. Kind of like a Halloween trap vibe. Let's see, if I was a rapper, there would actually be lyrics with that, but I am not. But somebody out there who may be listening to this may be able to spit a verse over it. You never know. Pretty sure this is free to use music too, so have at it. All right, second set. And push up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and one more, 12. Okay, good job, everybody. Now let's come down and do the shoulder taps. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Woo! This is a goodie. Oh, Lord. All right. Ooh. Speaking of, so since we are in this Halloween season, spooky season, if you will, I want to think about, or I don't want to think about, but can't help but think about the things that scare us, the things that we fear, and why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew, if you're like me and you gotta take a little rest, there's no shame in that. We got 4 more to go. All right, let's get back to it. 4 more. Whew. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, last one, 4. All right. And unlike the fellas upstairs, we will not be throwing down this dumbbell, mostly because this is a wood floor and I do not have the money to replace these planks. So, all right, last set of shoulder taps. If you need the modification, you can do this down on your knees and touch your shoulders that way. However, I will continue to do this exercise in the push-up position. All right, if you would like to join me, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woo! That was the first exercise. I'm already getting sweaty, y'all. Gosh. All right, y'all, let's take a break, get a sip of water, and then we will go into our next exercise. Still continuing to use the dumbbell. Whew. If I could, I would take off my shirt right now, but I didn't shave my armpits this morning. And I would not like to subject everybody to that. So, all right. Whew. So yes, fear. Things that we fear. A client of mine actually asked me this question the other day. What do you think of when you hear the words fear and hope? What does that evoke in you? You know, and you can think about it in a more philosophical sense, or you can think about it in a way that it applies to you. But what do you think of when you think of fear and hope? All right, so for this next exercise, this is the barbell bent over row. So you're gonna grab your barbell in an underhanded grip. You can do it overhand as well for a different variation, but I would like to start with the underhand. And then you are going to bring your feet about shoulder width distance apart, come over to about a 90-degree angle, slight bend in the knees, and you're just gonna pull up to your chest. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and like our other rows, 5, squeeze your shoulder blades at the top, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all right? And then for our core, we are gonna do a Pilates roll up. So come down to your back on the mat, feet straight out in front of you, arms back, and you're just gonna roll up vertebra by vertebra. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's get that water, let's get that rest, and then we're doing it again. So when my client asked me what I think about when I hear fear and hope, I thought about, what does it mean to fear something? Why do you fear something? And in turn, what gives you hope? Does fear inspire hope? Or is hope the feeling in the absence of fear? These are the things, these are the questions. And so as we enter this spooky season, and as we then later enter the Lenten season, I think that's something that we could all stand to think about, especially in today's political climate. Sorry to bring politics into it, but just what gives you hope? And what do you do to create that hope? What do you do to foster and nurture that hope? 1, 2, 3. How do you continue to have hope in the face of fear? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right? And I will put my mic pack back in my pants pocket. All right. So, once again, Pilates roll up, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, all right. That's the second to last set. Get you some water, and we'll rest. And then, so, to continue the discussion, and so on top of that, what my client pointed out to me was that she hasn't truly felt fear in the way that a lot of us do, because it depends on what you think fear is and what do you fear. And not everybody has the same fears or has those fears in the same way. So, if you don't fear something, do you still therefore have hope? That's the question. What informs that hope, if not fear? If that is what you believe. So, it's a very interesting question that she posed. And, I'm always happy when she does. It makes me think. 1, 2, and I do love to think. 3, 4, too much sometimes. 5, that was 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12. Alrighty. One more for good measure. All right. Let's come down and do these Pilates roll-ups with the creepy storybook music. Don't you love Halloween? All right. Last set of Pilates roll-ups. 1. So with this exercise, 2, how I like to think of the breathing pattern, 3, is as I lay back, I inhale, and as I come up, I'm exhaling. So it's like I'm pushing myself up, but not really. 5, what number we on, y'all? 6, 7, 8, 9, ooh, yes, and 10. All right. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. And I forgot to say this at the beginning, but again, if you do not have access to a barbell, you can still do these exercises with your dumbbells. Okay, so last and final weighted exercise we are gonna do for the day is the bench press with the barbell. I typically like to do these with dumbbells instead. However, it never hurts to switch it up every now and again. All right. So, we're gonna do this a little bit differently, because if you were to do this in a conventional bench press setup, you would of course rack this weight first. But since that is not the case, we're gonna be a little bit more kinder on the setup, which also means that should you do this on your own, at home or at the gym, make sure you do it at a weight that, yes, while still may challenge you, may even wanna make it a little bit lighter, especially if you are not pushing it out of the brackets. So, that being said, you set this up similar to how you would do it on the dumbbells. Lie back, bring the barbell across your chest, and then you just push up. All right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. And now, in the name of, let's just switch it up and do things a little bit differently, for our core exercise, we're gonna do an elevated plank. So instead of coming down to the mat and doing a conventional plank, we're basically gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it with the bench. So you can either do it on this side. I'm actually gonna turn it around so it's on the long side, so that way you can see on the camera. But yes, you're gonna just kick your feet out like you're coming into a push-up, And then if you want, you can have a slight bend in your elbows for a little added challenge. All right, and then we're just gonna hold. Hold for about 20 seconds. And then if you don't find this to be challenging enough for you, you can come down to your elbows, or you can also go down to the floor. All right, we're gonna hold this for about 10 more seconds. I find coming down to my elbows creates a little bit more burn in my torso, so that's good to know going forward. All right. Grab a sip of water, rest a little bit, and then we're right back to it. This music sounds like, for all my gaming fans out there, this sounds like something out of Luigi's Mansion, don't it? This is what this sounds like. I feel like King Boo is like stalking me right now. That's what this feels like. Like, pretty sure I've actually heard this music in a Mario game. And now I want to go home and play Paper Mario. Which, by the way, Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, elite game. One that I technically still haven't beaten, but you know, that's a goal for this year. And I'm talking about the original GameCube version. I haven't even played the Switch one yet. All right, let's go. We did one, second set, let's go. 1, 2, switch the grip a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I'll do 13 for one more, just because I can. All right. And once again, let's do that elevated plank. If you are still sticking with me even through the hard workout and the creepy Halloween music, you're a champion. I appreciate you. Let's keep it going. All right, and we're gonna hold this for about 20 seconds. While you're doing these planks, make sure your core is engaged. If you're not sure your core is engaged, think belly button in the spine. Think tilting that pelvis forward. Think straight back. All right, that was 20 seconds. Get yourself some water. And then we will do our last set of bench presses, and then we have 1 minute of punches, and then we will go into our cool down. And by 1 minute of punches, I do mean we are punching the air. We are not punching people. Or at least I'm not punching people. You choose to punch people, that is your right. Don't name me in nothing though. I don't incriminate me. But you know, in the words of Tabitha Brown, that's your business. Okay. Last set of bench presses. You all have been amazing and wonderful. And I appreciate you. All right, let's go. All right. And for anybody that's sitting at home like, do you have to put your feet up? No, this is called I'm 5'2", 5'3" on a good day, and this bench is just a little too tall for me. So this is easier on my back, especially my lower back, by having my feet up here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Okay. And then for this last set of planks, I am actually gonna come down to the mat and do it because I'm a masochist and I like to feel the burn. So we are gonna come down to the mat. If you would like to continue to do elevated planks, you are more than welcome to it. I will not be joining you. Okay, 20-second plank hold, y'all. Let's do it. Woo! Hope everybody has excellent Halloween plans out there. Got your fun costumes, everything. For those who have children out there, I hope y'all at least got them some candy, some cute little Halloween costumes. And for the grown folks out there, y'all be safe, okay? Be safe. Be responsible, be safe. Even if you want to be irresponsible, be responsible in your irresponsibility. I know that don't sound right. That sounds like an oxymoronic phrase. But trust me, that does make sense. Okay, so last and final exercise, we are gonna do a 1-minute punch out. So you are gonna come into second stance, horseback riding stance, sumo squat, whatever you wanna call it, you're doing this. And then you're gonna bring your hands up to your chest, like so, and then we're just gonna punch for a minute. Aim for the center of the body. Make sure that wrist is turning over completely as you are releasing the punch. This is just a nice, good cardio burn, nice burn for the legs. All right. This is a callback to my martial arts days, when sometimes this would be our final exercise of the night before we went into our cool down, much like we're doing today. All right, guys, couple more seconds. Probably actually has been over a minute. Some of y'all are probably cussing me out right now, but we're done. So, put your weights away, grab some water, and we will go into our cool down stretches. All right. Just put these plates away. All right, today was a good workout, y'all. I got sweaty, I had fun. I hope y'all can say the same. All right, so first exercise, arms up. Deep breath in, and then on the exhale, lean. So, as we come into the spooky season / the end of the year, I want us all to think about, what does it mean to fear? What does it mean to hope? And what does it mean to hope, and what does it mean to fear for you? What are you afraid of? What do you fear the most? What do you hope for the most? And what actions are you taking to make that happen? Or are you letting fear get in the way? These are the questions. All right, continuing to do that scapula stretch. Yeah, I'm definitely sweaty. All right, and let's come up for that tricep stretch. Definitely gave those a workout today with our push movements. Switch. There's something very therapeutic and meditative about stretching. And I say that as somebody who does not stretch nearly enough. But when I do force myself to do it, okay, we're gonna bring our hands together for prayer hands, bring heart hands to center, and bring them down as far as you can, while pressing your fingers against each other. So you're really gonna feel those digits stretch. This is really great for those of us who spend a lot of time on the keyboard. This is a good exercise to do to prevent carpal tunnel, which is supremely not fun. First time I ever had carpal tunnel. I never want to experience that type of pain again. That was awful. All right, and then last but not least, the arm circles. Well, actually, we'll start small again, and then we will go big, and then we'll go home. All right, and then reverse direction. All right, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. Have a great Halloween.
I'm Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer.
My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world.